The next controls we need to make are for the spine, this point where the shoulders come together, and we'll do a little bit for this upper spine. These are going to be rotate-only controls, so I will make them out of circles. I am going to take this circle and I am going to group it to itself. So this is going to be the spine lower group and the spine lower control. I will take the joint first, control select the group node, and make a parent constraint without maintain offset. That gives me this. I can delete that parent constraint and then take this circle and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees Z. I think that looks a little bit better. And I will also turn on my flower sac geometry. Take this and scale it up a little bit. Make it easier for my animator to select. Now I'm going to freeze its transformations. And then I will take this spine lower group and duplicate it. This one is going to be the spine mid group and the spine mid control. Again, I will take the joint first, then the group node, parent constraint without maintain offset, and then scale that in just a smidge, delete its history, freeze its transformations, get rid of that constraint, and the last one, duplicate again. This is going to be the spine high group, the spine high control, and then last time, joint, group, parent constraint, delete that constraint and do any kind of scaling or manipulation that I need. This one can be much, much smaller. That looks pretty good. I'm happy there. I will freeze its transformations. I am going to set up the hierarchy before I do anything else. So I'll take the spine higher group and make it a child of the spine mid control. The spine mid group becomes a child of the spine lower control. The spine lower group becomes a child of the root control. And see, I'm always going to go group node, control, all the way down. Next, I will pull up that connect script that I wrote. If mine looks a little bit different from yours, that's okay. I put in a few lines of text so that I could remember what I was doing, and I also wrote a little script to help disconnect. So I will just take this curve, shift select that joint, and I am going to connect my rotates so that this curve here will rotate that joint. Same thing here, curve first, joint second, connect rotate, curve first, joint second, connect rotate. Lovely. The last thing I need to do here is take these three curves. The only thing that they need to have visible is rotate. They do not need translate. They do not need scale. They don't need visibility. So now these three curves are rotation only. And if I turn my geometry on, my skeleton off, I should be able to rotate using these joints. Oh, that's so nice. And presto, the entire spine is done. I am pretty happy about that. So I will save my scene here. And next, we should be ready to move on.